Wageni wetu twakaribisha, wageni wetu wameingia, wageni wetu twakaribisha. Sasa tutashika hiyo. Sasa ukianza kutoka hapo My name is Prof. Karambu Ringera, and I'm the founder and president of International Peace Initiatives. And Kithoka Amani Children's Home, Catch, is one of the core programs of International Peace Initiatives, or IPI as we call it in short. And we started the journey for building the children's home in 2003, 2004, when a group of women came and said they wanted me to know that if they died because of HIV and AIDS, that I would take their children. And that's where the idea of starting a children's home came from, because I didn't have a house of my own. I said to the women, you go around the community and look for free community land, and on that land we'll build the children's home. By then I was a student at Denver University, and really I had no idea about where I'll get the money from. However, I had faith that somehow we'd find what we needed to build a children's home.
Hello guys, I'm here, Maina, from Kathra Boys High School. Mom has done for me many things. I can mention only a few of them. She has enabled me to study well, and she has paid for me school fees, and she has given me place to sleep and enough food, basic needs. Yeah, thank you.
After building the first floor, the ground floor, I ran out of funds. And for a year, in 2008, I didn't have any money to continue building. And I just sat in this empty shell one day, and I remember thinking about what people were saying, because they have never seen a community project that had been completed because of corruption and taking the money and things like that. And so they started saying that I had taken the money, they call it eaten the money and stuff like that, misappropriated it or used it. And so I sat there and I could hear the voices of the kids laughing and playing, but this was an empty ground, you know. But then I remember taking a moment and saying, please God, help me find someone who can help us complete this home, because it's not about me, it's about these children who really need help. And 3 days later, I got an anonymous email from someone I had never met, and they were looking for a program in Africa working with orphans of HIV and AIDS. And how appropriate was that? I mean, like, I responded so fast. And they are the people who helped me complete the ground floor, and then the first floor. We furnished the house. From then on, that really built my faith in trusting that I was serving something larger than me, and when I pay attention, what needs to be accomplished will be accomplished, because it's really not about me, it's about the children that God would like helped.
My name is Mike Bernson, and I'm the programming director at Student Shoulder to Shoulder, as well as the instructor, one of the instructors for this year's Kenya program. And Student Shoulder to Shoulder has been coming to Koch and later to Rigi since 2009. So we had the good fortune of being here right before Koch opened, and the kids moved in. So we've seen it from when it was really a barren, rocky hillside to now being just a verdant food forest. And this would be our 9th or 10th group, I believe, that we're bringing here to Cathoka. The first year that we brought students to Koch, there was no children there, no plumbing. It was just a concrete shell in a lot of different ways. And when we stood on the site of the future home and looked up at the hillside that was still what Karambu, I think, refers to as a wasteland, it very much looked to me like that. But over time, I've come to be able to share her vision and see that development. And every year I like to go to the second floor and look out the window and take a picture, just as every year it becomes more verdant and more beautiful and more peaceful in a lot of different ways.
Hi everyone, my name is Lena Kendi from Koch. I've been here for 7 months and I've learned a lot, for example, socializing with many people. I like staying with kids, and Koch is a better place to live. Thank you.
I'm Dennis. I've been part of Cathoka Children's Amani Home for quite a few years now, since I was young. And now I'm all grown up and I've finished a diploma in nursing and I'm practicing at the moment at Cathoka Children's Home.
Working with children is my passion. Getting them dressed in the morning and escorting them to school, it's fun. I've gained a lot from playing with them. It's really good.
I only ensure that the kids, before they go to school, they are okay after Auntie has got them ready for the day. So I check on everyone is not unwell or no one has any complaints. And yeah, we help them with their hygiene duties, and whenever there's an issue that arises, illness or any counseling they need, we all of us work together to ensure that they live in a comfortable place.
Just like the way Dennis has put it, we ensure that their rooms and clothes are clean. We do counsel them, get them ready for school, then make them responsible people by allocating them duties to perform before and after they come back from school, doing their homework in time.
Working, being one of the staff at Chiriji, it's amazing. I think that I call it a blessing because I'm one of the cat kids since I was in primary level, and now I work here, and that's why I'm trying my best and working very hard to sustain the kids, knowing that when I was a kid here, there was someone somewhere working very hard to me get sustainable in all my needs and my education and like all my shelter.
What keeps me involved are the kids. I dearly love Karambu and I love working with her, and I'm in awe of what she's been able to do, but it's the kids that keep me coming back. These kids, by American standards, have nothing. They go to school, their classrooms, some of them are dirt floors, without adequate lighting, without adequate blackboards. I've seen school books that are not adequate, to my way of thinking, for teaching kids a lot. And yet the kids are loving, they're affectionate, they're cheerful, they're happy kids. And American kids could learn a lot about material things and what's important in life, because these kids don't have those things, and yet they're happy and they appreciate what they have and they're loving. And we have all these material things in America and we're not real happy with what we've got. These kids have found what's inside of them that makes them happy. And I love these kids. I think of them as my own kids. I'm dad to a lot of them, and it just melts my heart.
Hi there, my name is Jackson Kiremi from Dura Boys from 3. I've been coach ever since 2018. I've been from in this place. I've learned how to love and the great fruit of working together. And I've also learned some skills such as how to construct, and even this permaculture that has been always carried out in catch has also enabled me to be somebody, and I know I will be a great person in future. Thank you.
Overall, I would say that who we have become has not been the work of one person. It really has been a partnership, and that is why when allies and friends from outside come to work with us, I say, I'm not looking for helpers, I'm looking for partners, because we gift each other in different ways when we work together as partners and not as victim and helper. And so I find that we have something that might inspire someone to give of their time, to give of their money, to give of themselves, a skill or a gift that they have. That is an amazing invitation. That's a gift, because there are people who have beautiful hearts and they want to do something in the world and they don't know where to do it or how to do it. And so I see ourselves as a space where that invitation is open. And so we still need, like you can see, we are still developing our permaculture program. That is the organic feeding program for the children, but it's also a training program. And what we've realized is that women are the ones who work the land, and they're the ones who really need to learn these things, but they're the ones who don't have money to pay the $250 that is required to do a 2-week training program. So I've started thinking about ways of raising funds for that. Then number 2, I'm still looking for funding to keep the kids in school. And especially now that we're getting more and more of them going to the university, local universities here especially, we are still looking for support in those ways. And we're still looking for funding to develop our infrastructure, like having clean water, sanitation, enough spaces to host people, because this is, hosting events here is going to become one of our major income generating programs. And so those are the areas that I think we need most support, including the New Generation Leaders Program, which is really an amazing program that awakens young people to step into the leader in them today. Everybody tells youth that they are the leaders, the next generation of leaders. Our New Generation program tells them you're a leader today. What are you willing to do to step into the leader that you are today? And in that way, we start nurturing and nourishing their leadership gifts, so that by the time they are through high school, they're in the university, then they can have like a character-driven, values-based leadership approach. And I think that's one way that we are going to change the leadership terrain in our nation.
My name is Gladwell. I am a 4th-year student in Maseno University, and I came to Catch in 2015. This is actually my 4th year at Catch, and first of all, I love Catch so much. One of the things I love Catch is this is a place where love is always enough, and the other thing is a life-transforming place. My life has been transformed since I came to Catch, and the power really is in realizing the transformation is not living it inside myself, but letting others or creating a safe space for others to feel transformed and also to know who they are, as Catch created a place for me through the programs that are run here, to know who I am and to live my life fearlessly, knowing who I am. And the other thing I love about Catch is the love, the connection that is there within and without, with everything, the kids, everyone, the plant, the environment itself is just love. And when I say love, I mean unconditional love. This is home for me, and it's a place that I will leave to go home, because this is where my life got transformed from. Thank you.
At the last 10 years, what am I most proud of? our resilience. I'm so proud that God gave me the grace to hang in there even when it wasn't easy, even when I thought, oh my gosh, why am I doing what I'm doing? But more importantly, what I'm really proud of is the children. Their resilience too, and their opening their hearts to actually transforming their lives. So we've graduated quite a number of children, and all of them are doing something meaningful. And so many of them are actually giving back to the community. And so many of them also come back to catch, and they either do life skills, or they talk to the kids, they motivate them, or even outside the community, they're doing something with their life. And that is what I'm most proud of, that they can also step in and realize that they can use the gift that they have received here to go and bless someone else's life.
Your name is Bessie?
Yeah. Oh, my name is Bessie. I
we gotta go to London, we gotta go to Tisa, we gotta go to school.